Hello, my name is Leo. Welcome to a new day of Vesper.5. It's Saturday. You know what that means? YOLO. Except YOLO's finished, right? Right? No. Well, yeah, it is. But as a celebration of all the fun times that Overweight and Blackjack and myself had with the whole YOLO experience. I thought I'd whip together, it didn't take really long, really, a Deaths of YOLO compilation, which you can check out today, coming out, or it would have come out just before this video, so enjoy it. Now, yesterday I mentioned that, we're getting the kitchen done here, and that work is continuing today. So they didn't get it all done yesterday, unfortunately. So they're going to do a little bit more today, and presumably wrap it up. Quite interesting that they're actually doing, like, working on a Saturday. Like, I would have thought, shit, why the hell are you starting work on, why are you, like, scheduling them to come on a Friday? They won't finish, and then they won't finish it on Monday, and then we'll have like 3 days without a fucking kitchen. But no, they're really cool, and they'll come in on Saturday and they'll finish the job. Presumably today. We'll see. Anyway, in other news, the hunt for the Evangelion games continues. And I may have stumbled on some new games, and we've expanded into other genres. Not genres, other consoles. So I have only really been looking for games on the PS1, PS2, and PS3. With the exception of this awesome Flash game that I'll tell you more about later. What else is there? There's a DS game that I do actually have, but I have no way to record it, so I don't know how that's going to happen. You could record it with, like, a camera, I guess, but I don't know. Well, you could. There's ways you could do it, but hey, who knows? But I have no way of, like, capturing, like, the DS, so I don't know how I'm going to do that. Anyway, moving on. And I have been sort of pretty much restricting myself to PS1, PS2, mostly. That being said, I found out that there's a bunch of games that came out on the Saturn. In fact, what I thought was the first Evangelion game, which was Evangelion for the Nintendo 64, is actually not the first Evangelion game at all. The first game was the one that came out on the Saturn. There's also a weird game that came out on the Wonder Swan. I'm like, what's a Wonder Swan again? Now, I have a friend of mine who may be able to give me access to both a Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast, I think there was a Dreamcast game in there as well, and a Wonder Swan. And I'm like, shit, now all I gotta do is find the games. So I only had a couple of games left to buy. There was Evangelion Mantai, and like the typing game, which I really want to play because I think it'll just be a barrel of laughs. Kind of like Typing of the Dead, only with Evangelion. But I haven't been able to find either of those two games. Now, the typing game, or at least a version of the typing game, was released on the Dreamcast. Actually, I think 2 versions were released on the Dreamcast, and one of those was later ported to the PS2. Right. Yeah. I don't know. And then there was, I think it was just called Neo Genesis Evangelion, but it's also been referred to as First Impression, because there was a second game called Second Impression. And the Famicom game, I can't remember the name of it, but it's basically, well, by the looks of it, it's some sort of a, like black and white Pokemon style. It's basically Pokemon, but with angels. No, it's more like a Tamagotchi, but with angels. And you play as Kaji, and you raise the angel, and I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean or anything. So that'll be a barrel of laughs. Can't wait to play that. So I'm getting quite a list of games. I'm going to be able to have at least 12 fucking Evangelion games, not including Raising Iron Army, which has got to be a Sunday exclusive game. So I'm going to end up like having a game a month. So this is literally going to be the year of Evangelion. So can't wait. Yeah. Well, I still got to find the games. Yeah. My friend might be able to help me out with some of them, but I still got to find. And then there's Evangelion 64, which is $35. And like I might be able to get, like, he might be able to give me a lend me a Nintendo 64. But you know what? I could just buy the Nintendo 64 that I told you about like 2 days ago. It's like $20, man. $20. The game's $35. To be fair though, if you didn't have to pay $20 for the console, that makes it a little bit cheaper. You're right. Now I don't know if I mentioned this, but I did find a website where you can actually like play ROMs of games, and it's somehow illegal because the way that they describe it is that you are technically renting the game from them that they actually own, and you get like 7 free tries. And I've already used up a couple, like testing things out, and the emulation of N64 has still got that double up problem. But you know what? As far as I'm concerned, if I played it that method, I'm not doing anything illegal. Like, not me personally. Like, I'm neither using an emulator, nor am I downloading a ROM, or using a ROM. I am strictly using it straight from the website. I think that's in the clear. That's basically like watching a movie on YouTube. As far as I'm concerned. It's no different. Like, the difference being that the video will get shut down on YouTube. Yes, but for the time that it's up there, if I watch it on YouTube, it's not illegal. It's a touchy subject. But we'll see how we go. And if we can get our hands on all those Saturn games, oh man. Year of Evangelion is gonna be fucking sick! Can't wait. Can't wait to start playing these games! Ugh. Still got 3 months to go. Well, 3 months or 7 months, depending on if I'm going to start in April, which we might. We'll see how we go. Anyway, I'll get back to you on the hunt. The hunt continues, and it, like I said, it has been expanded, and that only makes my job even more harder. But hey, at least I'm getting, you know what? One thing I'll say is I'm getting really efficient at looking for these games. Like, when I first came to Japan, and I was looking for games like Okami or any Evangelion games, Guitar Man, which I never really found except for that stupid demo, Mr. Mosquito, I couldn't read the kanji unless it was in English. I couldn't read the kanji on the side of the spine of the case, so I'd have to pull each thing out individually, look at the cover, and figure out what it is. Now, at least with the Evangelion ones, I don't know all the kanji, but I know, like, the second kanji, and I just look, there's one other game that I've noticed that has the same second kanji, but that's okay. I usually, find that one, but I just, I'm quickly, skimming through all of the spines, and oh, there's the kanji, wait, quick, what is it? Oh, it's that other thing. What is it? Oh, it's a pachinko game for Evangelion. What is it? Oh, it's Secret of Evangelion, I already got that. What is it? Oh, it's Raising Ayanami, I already got that one too. And I'm basically just, blitzing through, I can, what would have taken, half an hour to an hour of browsing is now, concise down to, 5 minutes. In, out, done. Which is great, because usually I've got to be places, so I sort of drop into shops on the way to somewhere else, and I don't have time to fuck around, so this, allows me to check out shops that I would otherwise have to ignore, because I simply do not have the time. Anyway, like I said, the search continues, but as far as continuing, YOLO will continue in a new form as of next week, that form being solo. So you will have to tune in to find out what that is all about. I think at least for the first video, or maybe the first few videos, I might actually take you through the selection process, the randomizing selection process about how we pick our games. It's something that we couldn't have recorded, well, couldn't have really recorded, like, feasibly, for the YOLOs, but it's something I can do for solo because it's just me by myself. So I'll take you through that process. You can check that out next week. But I hope you enjoyed YOLO, and I hope you checked out and enjoyed the deaths of YOLO. I certainly enjoyed watching them all again. But for now, my name is Leo, and I will see you next time.